Hi, Stacy here with Bluebird Paper and Thread and Bluebird Needlework. Welcome. Today is Saturday, March 21st. I don't have my phone out here. I have the dog though. We're going to see how he does. Now I'm talking now, so he's like, oh, you must be talking to me. No, I'm not. But anyways, we'll see how he does. I might have to take him in if he keeps bumping the table. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My channel is on my hobbies. Right now that's primarily cross-stitching with a little bit of sewing thrown in. I also am starting to dabble just a tiny bit into quilting. I also enjoy card making. I like to make greeting cards, gift tags, gift card holders, treat boxes, that kind of thing. So this week was an interesting one. Where's your ball? Okay, good boy. Oh, God. So much slobber. So this week was a good week. We had some of my market orders have come in. Others are shipping, so I'm excited about that. I finally got through my Cedar River linen order came in, so I'll show you what I have with that. I don't have them uploaded to the website yet. Same thing with Platinum and Parchment by Weeks Dye Works. It's just been a little crazy. So my goal this weekend is to get the Cedar River linens and the Weeks Dye Works over to my gal to put them on the website for me. So that will be helpful. I've ordered some extra things, so I didn't want to bring them out and show you some of the other things that I picked up when I placed my order with some of the market charts, just because I want to get them on the website first. So I'm hoping that by next week I'll have those on the website up and ready to go. The 20% off sale for the grand opening, that has ended. So I've asked her to pull off the coupon code because that won't work. Anything else new? Still working on my inventory. It is coming together, I'm happy to say. I'm at the home stretch. I'm almost there. So once I get all of that input, I think I'll be in a really good spot to just kind of move with it as things come in and go out. So I'm kind of happy about that. Let's go ahead and start with the fabrics. I have quite a few here. Now, okay, it's be one of those days. So I ordered the counts that I use the most, and that I think a good portion of you out there use as well. So I have 40 count, 36 count, and 32 count in all of the colors except for one. Red cedar I only have in 36 count, but you can see it's super pretty. I really like it. Kind of a rusty red. It looks like red cedar. Exactly what it looks like. She does a great job. So this one I only have right now in 36 count. Doesn't mean that I can't buy more. I certainly can. It's just what I wound up with. Okay. And sorry, I had to put it all in plastic so that it would be protected from the dust. So I have overcast linen in 40, 36, and 32 count. A really pretty neutral that's got some tans and some grays, subtle modeling. Really pretty. This is the 40 count. Teresa Kogut's hometown chart is stitched on that. Let's see. I have Pyrite. This is also a 40 count. So this one is more of what I would consider like a true beige with maybe a little bit of a yellow undertone, but really not much. I mean, it's a little more yellowed in through here. It really looks like a beautifully aged piece of linen. And then salt ash. I've never seen salt ash up close and personal before. This is also 40 count. It's perfection. It is so pretty. It's a lighter tone. It also looks like just the perfectly aged piece of linen. Very, very subtle modeling. I really like this one a lot. And then this is what 40 count scrimshaw looks like. So it is more of a peachy tan, and honestly it reads a little more peach. So it's like the peach cousin to blush. Blush is more pink, this is more peach. Really pretty. Would be great with some of the new releases that are out, especially the florals, I think. And then this is 40 count sepia. So a little darker tan, but really pretty. And did I say mica before? Did I not get a 36 count mica? Mica. No, I only got a 36 count mica. So I lied. 36 count mica. Mica is what is being used right now for the We Are Blessed stitch from Teresa Kogut with the drum finish by Chantel's 141. Okay, and then I think we go back in. Yeah, so I've got Overcast in 36 count, Pyrite, Red Cedar, Salt Ash, a little grayer on this one, on the 36 count, Scrimshaw, and Sepia. Sepia seems a little lighter. Maybe it's not. And then Overcast. In 36. And then in 32 count, I have Pyrite, Salt Ash, Scrimshaw again. Oh, it's so pretty. And sepia. So a lot of good neutrals. I did get one of the reds, just because I have a lot of neutrals right now, and I just wanted to add a color in, and I thought that would look nice maybe on the red, white, and blue pairs. So that's kind of how I ordered that. I do have the new Classic Colorworks flosses. I think they've been uploaded. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to double check. I mean, they'll get uploaded hopefully this weekend, so that won't be an issue. And I have the Little House Needleworks Winterville. I have the 3 charts and the floss pack. So I think I'm going to list them individually, but link them to each other so that you can go to, if you scroll down when you've clicked on a listing, and then you scroll down, you'll see remarks, and you'll see related, not remarks, you'll see reviews and related products. I'm not sure if I'll keep the reviews tab there. We'll see. But related products is you click on that and it will link anything that's connected with that. So eventually I will link a fabric. I will link the called for flosses. In the Winterville case, I will link each chart to each other as well as the floss pack, so that you can just go to that one listing and then click on the related product and add it to the cart. So it's a little bit easier for you than having to search through all of the charts to find what you're looking for. I did that also with Evergreen by Shannon Christine. So I have the chart listed to the Dinky Dyes floss pack and the floss pack linked to the chart. So you should be able to do that, but it's not going to pop up next to it like it does for, say, like 123 Stitch, or I think Lindy Stitches does it the same thing. You have to click on related products. So keep that in mind. Trying to make it easy. I know I appreciate it when I can just go through and select what I need to accompany that chart. It makes it so much easier. So I'm hoping that this does the same thing for you. And what else? I think that's pretty much it. Anything else that's new, I will put either in the newsletter or we'll talk about it in my next video. My next video is not going to be next Saturday because I will be on a retreat with the program that I'm running. So I will be out of town Friday night through Sunday mid-afternoon. It should be beautiful though. I think our weather is gorgeous. I think it's going to stay gorgeous through next weekend as well. So I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a beautiful spring retreat in the mountains. Okay, this week, stitching. I do have some haul. I do have some stitching. With stitching, I feel really good about what I did. I feel like I got a wide range of charts touched, and and I also got painting. I'm gonna run in and grab that too. I'm gonna make a note because I will forget. Working on a paint by numbers, and so I'll bring that out. Anyways, let's start with charts. I have a new Friday focus. And this Friday focus is Spring Quaker by Primrose Cottage. As I go through these charts, if I have them in my shop or if they're going to be added to my shop soon, I will let you know. I do think I have this one in my shop. I am stitching this on the called for 28 count mushroom Lugana with the called for flosses. I did order the finishing kit, which came with all of the floss, the backing, the trim, and the wool piece for the back. And here is where I'm at. So it's coming along nicely. I love the purple. The color is Blooming Crocus. So just a real pretty variegated lavender. Yesterday I worked on this, my Friday focus. For those of you that are new, on Fridays I pick a piece that's at the 50% mark or more completed. And what I do is I will work on it every Friday until it's done. So this is my new Friday focus because I just finished a Friday piece. So what I did yesterday is I put this row of stitches in, this motif, that motif, and I started up and through here. So the bird, probably where my needle is about a little bit higher than where the top of the chart is. So I really am moving along with this. And I think it's so pretty. A better view of the colors. I did have to change. This was a 2024 chart. I changed it to 2025 because I just knew I was going to finish it in 2025. I'm not changing it. Again, I will add a 2026 charm to this when it's done and finished. And this one will be a finish, a pillow finish. The called for is a classic colorworks. You can see the floss, the trim, the backing fabric, and the wool felt piece. I pulled out this chart. I haven't pulled it out for a while. I would like to put a little bit more time into it this year. Dreaming of Poppies. I have stitched all the way over here, and just because I wanted to make sure that it was going to be wide enough, and it barely is. And now I'm starting to work up. So I worked right in through here. So I'm at the tippy top of the chart. I am using the called for flosses, and I'm stitching this one on a 32 count Winter Moon linen, and I'm stitching it 1 strand over 2, Spring Quaker 2 strands over 2. It's just so pretty and bright and vibrant. So this is pretty much the top, this motif here. I don't want to lose that floss. I know I'm missing a couple of lighter colored yellow right in through here, but I'm going to add those when I do the same color in the center of that flower. So when I'm done with that page, I'm not sure where I'm going to go from there. I don't know if I'll come back down here and work my way up, or if I'll just kind of work my way around. We'll see. Maybe whatever comes up next is what I'll do. But this is so pretty. I love the bright, vibrant colors. I didn't get a whole lot done in the time that I stitched. I think I got a little bit later start that evening, but also there's a lot of color changes in these pieces, and that's what gives the shading, what makes it look so unique and gives it a little bit of depth and dimension. I could stitch it all in, I could stitch this in all one color, but it would lose that dimension. So it will be nice to make some more progress on this. So I do think I'm going to pull this out a little bit more frequently. I say that about a lot of things though, so we'll see. On St. Patrick's Day, I pulled out my St. Patrick's Day Quaker. I do think I have this one in stock in the store. And I'm stitching this on 25 count potato Lugana with the called for flosses. Again, it's color and cotton flosses, and I got the finishing kit, which came with the floss and a piece of fabric to finish, the trim, and the wool felt to go on the back. This one's going to be a little bit bigger than what I had anticipated, or what I usually like for these, but I think I'm okay with it. I'm not sure I'm going to finish it in the pillow finish. I don't know that I need a pillow that's quite this big, but I love them finished in pillows, so I don't know. We'll wait and see. So on this one, I believe I added these two, or just this one, And I worked all the way up in through here and down in through here. Oh, and I finished this motif on St. Patrick's Day. I love it. It's really cute. This one might go with me on vacation to work on it and see if I can't get it across the finish line. I did that last year when we were on vacation. I took, I don't know, a dozen or so projects that were halfway done, and I finished quite a few of them. I just stitched on it. I picked one up and I stitched on it until it was done. And then when that was done, I picked up the next one, and I got quite a bit done. I was really, really pleased. And then it takes some of those, the smaller ones that are languishing, and moves them out. There's a hare in my garden. If I don't already have this one, it is on its way. I can't remember. That is, I'm stitching this with the called for pearl cotton, number 5 by DMC. If you don't want to do the pearl cotton, you can do 4 strands of a regular DMC floss, but make sure that you increase the number of skeins that you get, because you will go through it quickly. And I'm stitching this on the called for, which I believe is like a 20 count. Chocolate Milk by Fabrics by Stephanie. And here we are. So I finished the greenhouse, which is white, and then I worked on the carrots on the side. So it's moving along. I was not liking my white stitches at all. I still am not thrilled with them, but I found that my stitches became a little bit more even if I worked in the row across and then came back, which is hard because sometimes I stitch with the variegated or the over dyed so much that I'm used to stitching each cross in completing it. So, moving along. Just think it's so cute. Okay, monthly weigh in June. I worked on that. Again, I'm still on the name of the month. It is taking forever. And I'm stitching this on the called for 28 count tea-dyed Monaco. And I'm getting there. I'm almost done. So I have all the white flowers done except for the centers of the smaller ones. They are the same color as the strawberry seeds. And then there's blue crosses all throughout. So I'll have to add those, and then this will be done. So the next time I pick it up, it'll be done. Then I can start on the bigger piece, the main piece. Came with the flosses. This was a series by Fat Quarter Shop and Stitching with the Housewives, and the pattern and the floss that were called for the chart came together, and then you buy your own fabric because everybody's fabric is, you know, what they like is different. I went with the called for because I knew I was going to use it for do the finish with it like they did, which is that scale right up there that still shows Christmas. So yes, so that's what I wanted to do. So I just picked up what they had. Okay. I think I am going to try a Star Wars Saturday. I am working on my Star Wars piece for my husband. I will insert a picture of where I was before I remember to take a picture before I started. I'm sorry, I got a little hair. The air conditioner is blowing into my face. I will insert a picture of where I was at. Leave it. Before my stitching session, and I'm really pleased with my progress, although it's Darth Vader is taking forever. I am at 1.9% done, and here is my progress. So I brought the black, probably a half an inch or so of the black was done. I think I brought a little, no I didn't. I filled in a little bit more here, and I brought it down in through here. So my Saturday, Star Wars Saturday. I'm hoping I'll get to some of it today too. That would be nice to make a little bit more progress. There's just so much black. My goal, this is page 3, because to start right smack dab in the middle, I couldn't find the middle of the chart very well, because I've put this into pattern markup. These are the colors. So you would think it's all blacks and grays. It's not. There's a couple shades of blue, mauves, browns, a light green, a darker green, a lot of different colors. So I decided if I could find the center of the chart from the top, I would measure, and I pray that I got it centered right, otherwise I'm going to be so incredibly disappointed. So I'm really starting at the top of page 3 as my starting point and center, and then I was going to go back and work page 2 and page 1, and then from there go back to 4 and kind of work my way down that way. So we'll see. It's really hard because I'm working on the Death Star part of his helmet right now, the image that's kind of transposed into that helmet, but also off the helmet are some X-Wing fighters, and I really would love to start working on those, but that's on page 4. And I know there's no rules in cross stitch, but I really kind of want to get, if I can get him done, then it'll be easier, I think, even though there's some big chunks of dark in other places on the pattern. I think it will be done. Lay down, Gunner, lay down. Yeah, lay down, please. Lay down. Okay, good boy. Where's your ball? Sorry. He's being a good boy. He needed a little attention today. I guess I didn't work on a Sunday sampler. I don't have it out here, which is kind of odd. I can't remember what I did on Sunday. Maybe it was a lot of inventory. I don't know. Okay, haul. I cannot find for the life of me my sticky dots or my sticky tape for finishing. So I went ahead and picked up a couple more of those. And along with that, to make shipping worthwhile, I picked up this cute little charm pack of dogs. So all different kinds of dogs. Really, really cute. So I got a couple of those. And I got a couple of the sun-drenched. So light blues, dark blues, bees, sunflowers, just really golds, really pretty. So I got 2 of those. And then for yardage, I picked up the blue, which I think, blue bees, which I think is, I think it might be part of sun drenched. Yeah, I think it is. Oh no, I want the dog to get that. So I picked up the blue, and then I also picked up this really pretty, vibrant, beautiful pink gingham with strawberries. That fabric was very expensive a yard, but I had to have it. It was like $20 a yard. And then I picked up this strawberry print. And I picked up this print, which is the same as the Lucky with the dogs. It's one of the fabrics in there. And also this one, because I thought that was sweet. It would be really cute lining fabric for project bags. So I picked up that. We went on Sunday and went to our favorite antique place. It's a Old Town Orange. It's a quaint area in Tustin or Santa Ana, or Orange, I guess, Town Orange. And it has a roundabout with a fountain in the middle, and then streets going, 4 ways, lined with really cute restaurants and antique stores, and just really a neat place to go. And we have our favorite shops that we go to often. And so one of them we haven't been to a while. I said I want to start there. And I'm so glad that I did. And I did not bring it out here, but I bought a small rusted cast iron. Here, take your ball. Rusted cast iron bunny bank. So cute. And a pink milk glass grape little dish. It's got feet, and it's little. It's only about that tall, and I can see a violet in it. I think it would be so cute. And I have been on the hunt for whisk brooms. And why? Why have I been on the hunt for whisk brooms? Because Nicole Spohr is collecting them, of course, because she's doing the Brenda Gervais charts with I think it's Broomhilda, and then there's a snowman one, and I would like to do the same thing, of course. So I finally found a whisk broom. Probably needs to be cleaned a little. I don't know that it really was. I'll probably clean it. Completely thrilled. They had 4 or 5 of them, and some of them were much smaller, and this was the best of the larger 2, and this was the biggest one. So I picked up one of these, and I thought, great, I'll go home and someone will have one of those charts. No one has any of the charts. So I will be looking periodically to see if I can't pick up those charts, and when I see them, I'll grab them. And if I don't, it's not a big deal. I'm glad that I did not buy a gazillion whisk brooms, but I'll have it. So that is what I did, and what I purchased. And I'll put of the pink dish and the bunny. I'll put a picture in of those because I forgot to bring them out here. So I think that that's all I have been up to this week. Oh, painting. Let me go grab the painting. Okay, since I had to go inside to get my painting, I brought out the dish. So isn't this the sweetest thing ever? And it's not very big. It needs to be washed, but I love it so much. I've never seen light pink milk glass before. So yeah, I grabbed that. They also had a compote, which I regret just a tiny little bit. And they also had another one of those, and then something else I can't remember. Maybe a cup or something. I don't know. But I love it. And then this is my bunny. Vintage, cast iron, rusty bunny. And it's a bank. But how sweet is that? It's like the perfect Easter decoration. I love it so much. So, okay. So I picked up a paint by numbers around Christmas time, and the one that I picked is Yosemite, and I don't know, I don't have the actual picture of it in the box. I think it's out here somewhere, but where, I don't know. So I don't have a picture to show you when it's done, but it's the view from what they call tunnel view. So you go through the mountain in a tunnel. It's a mile long, and then when you come out, this is what you see. You see the top down view of the valley floor, and it's my favorite place in the whole wide world. But this is how far. I'll insert a picture of where it was, and this is how far I've gotten. So I added in the dark black here, and this blue sagey green in through there, and I filled in a little bit over here as well. And my husband mentioned, he goes, "You haven't painted in a while, you should paint." I'm like, oh, I should paint. I don't want the paints to dry out. So I think I need to dedicate a day a week or a day every other week to painting, because I don't want those paints. I don't want this to sit so long that the paints dry out, and that would bum me out. And apparently you can reconstitute them, but I don't want to. I just want to get it done. So I sit down and I, take a deep breath, and I work on like this is all one color right here. So I'll sit down and take a deep breath, and I'll just fill in color. And the same thing here. This is all one color. So I'll do that. And then, I'll come back and I'll get tired of looking at the same color, and I need to let this dry. So then I'll come over here and I'll take the color over here, or I'll switch colors and I'll start working on this side. So I'm kind of going back and forth, or up and down, which going up after I've been painting down here sometimes is hard. You can see I've got like a little smudgy there, but I'm really liking the way that this is turning out, and I can't wait to see it come together. So that's all I worked on this week, which actually I'm quite impressed with, because I spent a lot of time in the mornings and in the evenings working on my inventory. So I did a good job of dividing my time. So anyways, he's going to town on his ball, so I think it's going to be time for us to go. If you haven't done so already, please take a moment, be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Make sure that you share the video, like the video, comment on the video. I do read the comments. I love to read the comments. It's fun for me to connect with other people that like the hobby that I enjoy so much. If you haven't done so already, please take a moment and go check out bluebirdneedlework.com. I will list it right down here below. I am very excited to have decided to take the plunge and open up the shop. We are on week 3 or 4. I think week 4 is starting, and I'm just really enjoying it. So I hope that you'll take a moment and check it out. A lot will be added to it over the next couple of weeks, so just make sure you come back often. If there is something you don't see but you would like, excuse me, please drop me a line. You can email me, message me through here or Instagram, Facebook. I've been not real great on Facebook, and I apologize for that. I know we have a private group as well for Facebook, and once I get this up and running smoothly, then I will be able to tackle socials a little bit more intentionally. So so just bear with me on that. But message me if you don't see something that you're really looking for. I will tell you if I can or can't get it. I'm not going to say I can get something and when I can't. That doesn't do anybody any good. So I will be honest. I'll tell you if I can get it. I'll tell you if it's going to be a while. Market releases are starting to ship. I should be getting, as they come in, I will fill orders, and orders that can be completed will get mailed. And if I'm still waiting for something, I'll wait. And I think that's pretty much it. And until next time, happy stitching. Bye.